Hi, this is Brittany. Hello, this is my face. Hi. I wanted to talk today about what it's like when art feels no longer fun, and what I recommend and what I did for myself personally when it no longer felt fun, and what I did to kind of get over that rut, and how it became fun for me again. If you watch my videos, you'll know that about 2 months ago, I went through a bit of a digital art rut. I was no longer feeling inspired with digital art. I had an incredibly difficult time finishing any digital art. What the fuck is going on with my hair? Um, what the fuck? Anyways, I had an incredibly hard time doing anything with digital art, finishing anything, and it was just an incredibly hard time for me to draw anything. I wasn't finishing any work, I was half assing everything, and I felt like I had no inspiration to complete anything. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to draw. I didn't feel inspired. Nothing felt good. Nothing I was creating felt worth posting or worth showing to anybody. And I wasn't proud of what I was creating even for myself. So what I did is I took a step back from digital and I went back to my roots. When I was in high school, I was primarily a traditional artist, and I would do a lot of watercolor pieces and acrylic art pieces or acrylic paint pieces and things like that. But I had never filled a sketchbook in my entire life. I am the type of person that will draw one character on a page, hate the drawing, and then just move on and not do anything else with the drawing. Move on to the next page and call it a day, or just completely give up on the sketchbook. So I went out and I bought a sketchbook, and my goal was to finish this sketchbook. And I didn't finish the sketchbook, but I got 4 to 6 pages away from finishing it, and I think I did pretty damn good. But when I got this sketchbook, it was no longer a chore for me to draw. It didn't feel like a chore for me to draw. I felt inspired again. I was drawing every single day, because I draw every day anyways, but I was drawing every single day again, and I felt like it was part of my normal routine again, not like a chore, and it felt good. I was able to create pieces that I feel like were completely out of my normal expectations for art that I would create. Like, there's a lot of pieces in my mind that I have, but I tell myself that they're too difficult, so I don't do them. Or I tell myself that they are, just too hard, or they're, or I have this whole thing planned out and then I start it and it looks nothing like how I planned it. And I learned to accept that a little bit more when it came to traditional art because of the permanence of traditional art. I was able to appreciate the medium as a whole a little bit more, and I feel like I created some of my best pieces when I went back to traditional. Now, returning back to digital, I've become more inspired. I'm utilizing some of the things that I drew in my sketchbook, and I'm applying them to digital now because I had really like this cute idea, and I was like, well, I don't want to, I didn't color it, so maybe I'll draw it digitally and color it, kind of thing. I had all these ideas that I was just flowing out on the paper in the sketchbook, and now I feel inspired enough to do them digitally. Or I will redraw the whole page on another page larger and just color it traditionally. I've been just overall really enjoying the mind improvement, I guess, that I've had since I took a little bit of a step back, and it's just been a lot more fun for me. Art has been more fun for me because I took a step back and I went back to my roots. Now, there's some of you out there who started digitally and never went to traditional, and never went through a traditional phase, And for that, I recommend maybe just getting a sketchbook and trying it out and see what you're able to create when you have a sketchbook. I saw these beautiful, beautiful sketchbook spreads and sketchbook tours, and that's what helped inspire me to want to fill my sketchbook pages more and learn how to utilize the full page. And I was able to really do that because I felt so inspired. And now that I'm returning back to digital and I'm creating more pieces, I'm not feeling I'm creating the work for myself more than I am creating the work for the content. Social media, art, community stuff is all a competition, and it's rough out here. It's a rough niche, and it's one of those niches that is very specific to those who are interested, and it's a niche that is hard to find your traction in, and it's even harder to find consistent traction in. You might find that one video will do super well and then the rest will just flop, and it can kill your mood on how you feel about your art, and it can just really kill your mood a lot. And when you're creating work for yourself and just having fun posting it and not creating work just for content and expecting these large expectations on how it's going to perform, you're going to do so much better for yourself. Whether it goes well social media wise or not, you're going to do much better for yourself. And I think that that's something that we as artists need to learn to separate, is the weight of social media versus the weight of loving your art just to love your art again. You know, art should be fun. And when I had the overbearing weight of the competition of YouTube on my shoulders, art was no longer fun for me. And ever since I've started creating more work for myself and I'm learning to mentally separate that competition, I've felt a lot better mentally, artistically, and I really think that that's something that we as artists need to work on. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. It's just I don't know, I just think it's important. Bye.